Hello, and welcome to the saddest title screen I've ever seen.
The Stanley Parable 4. No more baby. So you can tell which ending we're not getting today.
Which, I guess that's technically accurate, because I think with our itinerary for this time, we won't even come across the baby.
Yeah. So we've gone and created a list of all of the endings that we have not yet done that are different.
That one.
Except for
baby.
the baby. With the bucket. So basically this is just going to be the bucket playthrough.
Bucket time.
It's bucket time.
And you checked to see if there were any vanilla ones that are
I'm
missing.
pretty sure we've gotten all the vanilla ones.
Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it?
I think it's a story of a bucket.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
So
how
do you
long
think
to push
Stanley
them,
ever did have
and
a
in what
wife?
order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
The end. Alright,
Thanks
for
for coming
watching.
out, everybody.
Something very peculiar happened.
No
Something
more
that would
baby.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one
Stanley's a fucking
single
manlet. His
order
legs are so
had
short.
arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
It's just
No
default
one had showed
citizen
up to
man.
give him
Default
instructions,
citizen man is a
call meeting,
manlet.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the
But
company
Andrew, that's
had
you.
this happened.
Like that's your
This
that's
complete
who you've been for like
isolation.
6
Something
hours of
was
the
very
last
clearly
month.
wrong. Shocked, frozen solid.
At this point, I do
Stanley
think
found
that,
himself unable to
and
move
you
for
can
the
like
longest
judge me
time.
for this all you want,
But
but
as
I
he
do
came
think
to
I
his
would
wits and
genuinely
regained his
respond to the name
senses,
Stanley
he got up
if
from
it
his
was
desk
indicated at me
and
at this
stepped
point.
out of his office.
All right, bring up the stream and we'll proceed with the gaming. All right.
I don't know. Maybe everyone. Oh, museum ending. Okay. Maybe everyone who plays
So
this
I don't
game
know.
gets Pavlov's.
So the reason I have a question mark next to the freedom ending because I don't actually remember if we have done it or not.
we started and then I killed myself and then we ran to the star room so I
All
could
of his
be
co-workers were
introspective.
gone.
So yeah,
What could it
that's
mean?
on the list.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yoink.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Hooray! I love proceeding onward.
Oh man, the new content ending is on our list. Is that the skip button ending?
No, I mean, there might be a skip button on there, but I mean, it's not like it's the only ending.
Well, you specified new content and then the sequel as different.
The skip button is not on our list
Okay.
today.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Moving the
chest
microphone, so
and entered the
higher
door
up a little to catch us a little bit easier.
Yeah, because I raised up the chair because of the real life manlet.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he
Tips for
found
not getting
answers.
fired.
I just
Be
love to just be
employed.
with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Or resent your coworkers for not supporting you more.
Accurate.
Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm, productive work environment.
You most of all. We're unique, all right.
Can I get more stickers?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet,
Oh.
simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Oops.
Very well.
I just slammed the door in my own face.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the
So what,
bucket
which
walked
one are we
upstairs to
pursuing
the
right now?
boss's
I'm
office.
going on museum because it's the first one on the list. Let me just waddle my way over.
Stepping into
What
his
is one of the
manager's
mo-
office,
hey, what's
Stanley
mine?
was once
It's
again
the-
stunned to discover not an indication
Wait, I got
of
it.
human life.
Oh yes, the museum. That's the one
Crushed
where
by
you
the
like.
weight of this revelation,
yeah.
Dive
Stanley
into the
guessed correct code
escape
by sheer
route.
luck.
Yeah, the one that's
Was it
the escape route. That is an
bucket
escape.
all along?
The
Was
bucket
the
did.
bucket guiding him?
Oh, the bucket's definitely
Yes.
guiding us all. Right.
Certainly the most logical explanation.
I want an ending where we just hurl the bucket into the sun. Cause look, you can say what you want about the relationship I/Stanley have developed with the narrator. At least it's like occasionally, you know, occasionally there's playful banter.
Would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together.
But I don't think
mostly vile contempt.
There's occasionally playful banter though. I cannot think of one instance where this bucket has said something nice to me.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Provides you with emotional support, Andrea.
The narrator was doing that.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
I am
Facility.
less at ease with this bucket in my hand because he has stopped communicating with me directly.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Very sad.
Oh fuck yeah, I get to kill the bucket!
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket
There
still had
isn't a
every
door.
opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
But no, sometimes me and the narrator, we have great times. Remember that time we followed the line? Remember that time we looked at stars? Ignore the end of both of those things. That time we had fun in the sequel exhibit.
Yeah.
That time he left me for dead in a hole. That's very violent. No one has anything to say about this
As the
scenario?
machine
Oh,
whirred
okay, there we
into
go.
motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Correct.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Good question.
This is what Stanley thought to himself. And he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
What is that metal
Farewell,
thing
Stanley.
that's in front of us before we die?
What? What?
Farewell, Stanley,
What is
cried the
this
narrator,
metal thing that we
as
see get
Stanley and the
smushed?
bucket
Just
would
another
let
platform
helplessly
similar to
into
what
the
you're on.
enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
I'm free. Oh. Do 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 do. Mother.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket. Welcome.
The Stanley bucket.
The Stanley bucket. This is like the same font they use at fucking Indigo.
There you go.
The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within. A canvas void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and sustained. Knowledge of this bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Oh. Will you take what you learn here with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness?
Darkness!
That one probably. Look, a chair. Can I sit in it? Let me just shimmy my butt on it and see if that works. No.
Do a quick torque.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley
hello,
to
bucket.
take a bucket like this
Fucking
and to
bye.
claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Damn. That's a lot of buckets.
It's a lot of
25 buckets. No?
the greatest number of buckets.
Never captured on camera. Photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. Fascinating.
Now I gotta be honest. I think there's slightly more than 25 buckets on that screen.
Oh, like at least 3 more.
There's gotta be at least 30 buckets on that screen. Someone has somewhere counted the amount of buckets that are on there, and I don't care. I don't care enough to find out.
A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death for just attempting it.
Oh my god.
Oh, so I read somewhere that apparently the development of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe was put back by an entire year because the bucket started off as a one-time gag, but every time they came back to it, they wouldn't stop adding more to it. So a year's worth of development time went into all of the bucket content, and I find that hilarious.
That's pretty great.
Inferno Bucket, the replica of the Inferno Bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. I also read that that was based on a real thing. Was that there was in fact a war raged over a bucket. It's just bucket presented without commentary.
Ah, yes. There we go.
Ah. It all makes sense now.
We are not the bucket.
What is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's like caveman music.
Okay, so there's a leak in the ceiling. Oh no. So they brought together the bucket and then they danced because the leak was no longer on the floor. And some deer were playing with it also. And that guy ran away with it. What a dick. Well, we know that buckets predated the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures.
So dumb.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
But it's
It is
mine!
man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Oh. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Oh, it's like that scene in Mother 3. Huh.
Oh my god.
It's not like that scene in Mother 3 at all. Oh, I've died.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh, then we died.
It's okay, we killed the bucket too.
Yay!
Now Stanley can get therapy. Maybe. Probably not.
The end and never the end and never the end and never the end. Hooray!
Oh, that's a car.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What
Stanley
could it
decided to go to the meeting
mean?
room. Perhaps he had simply Stanley cradled
what's
the bucket
next?
in a gentle embrace.
Oh, the Freedom Man. Next.
Protective,
Freedom!
assertive, yet compassionate.
Protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. It's had at least 2 of those things down.
Stanley
For better or
clutched
for
the
worse.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Just sprinting to the end. The
Still
intended
no one
path.
was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's
Yeah,
office,
I got a pet.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley
I am
guessed
a
the
little
correct
annoyed
code
in
by
this world
sheer
of
luck.
buckets that this
Was
isn't
it the
just
bucket
open
knew
for
all
me.
along? Was
I
the
am a little
bucket
annoyed that in
guiding
this
him?
world of buckets, this can't just come
This
pre-open
is
for
certainly
me.
the most logical explanation.
There's no snark, it's just, guess the bucket knows
We're in
everything.
a world of buckets. We're also going to be going down this path a lot because a lot of the endings are on the left
Are they?
side.
Freedom, escape pod, yes. Elevator, yes. Confusion is not. Not Stanley is not. And then new content in the sequel. What's the difference between new content and sequel?
Well, you gotta do them in sequential order, for one thing. And do the new content ending, which gets you access to the sequel ending.
Stanley and
Oh.
the bucket walked straight
Yeah,
ahead
no,
through
that's the one
large
with the
door
skip
that read,
button.
Mind
Has a skip
control
button, yes.
facility.
It's not the only thing that's there.
Oh. Oh, maybe we can get these lights to work while we're here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Nothing? Damn.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
there we are.
office was being videotaped, monitored
Hello.
like guinea
Hello.
pigs.
Where's
The
my
bucket
man?
had never
I
seen
think that's
anything like this,
432.
and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would
I
be
know
fine.
things. Open up. Ah.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Hey, how do you know it's feeble? Maybe it's a perfectly
No!
adequate mind.
Maybe I've got
Screamed
big
into the
brain.
bucket. He couldn't accept
Stanley
it.
got big
His
brain.
own life in someone else's control. Never! He
Gigacranium.
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
No?
There's also
Not
me.
true.
I'm here. Hello.
But here was the proof.
Oh, we could look at
The
silly
heart
birds
of the
again.
operation.
We could, except we've
Controls
already seen
labeled
that,
with
and-
emotions.
But I
happy
like the
or
silly
sad or
birds.
content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Let it be known that
And
the
as
silly
the
birds
cold
is one of
reality
2
this
endings that the
past
bucket
began to
actually
sink in,
improved.
Stanley decided that this
What was the
machinery
second one?
would never
The
again
one where
exert
we
its terrible
decided whether or not
power
things were
over
buckets.
another human life. For he and the bucket
Although the
would
bucket museum is
dismantle the
pretty good.
controls for good. Two
pretty
best
good.
friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Alright,
They
okay.
high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Bijou.
Alright, bucket. Let's get out of here, I guess.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
I'm gonna find
Was
another
it over?
human ASAP.
Yes, they had done it.
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss
Yay.
the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it
Sounds
was
like a
one
life,
they lived
man.
together.
That's
With
the
one another
that's
to lean
actually
on, to
Zack
trust, to support.
Snyder's recommended way to watch the Snyder Cut.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Smash against
Was
the wall.
Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh,
Even the
beans.
facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
Don't
needed the
trap me in the dark.
soothing
Don't do it.
warmth
Don't
of
do
the
it. Don't do
bucket.
it. Don't do it.
Go to any lengths
They're gonna do it.
to the bucket.
Ah!
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Can't see
Not
shit.
while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Stanley, remember that time you were trapped with the bucket and then you literally went insane after like 2 days?
Alright, Andrea, elevator
escape
time.
All of his
pod.
co-workers
Or is
were
it-
gone.
Escape pod.
What
Yeah,
could
we
it
could do
mean?
that.
Stanley decided to go to the
Come on,
meeting room.
bucket!
Stanley's
Technically, the elevator
only
ending is
coworker
number
he would
3 on
ever
your list,
truly need.
but you didn't number escape pod.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Okay.
to his
No.
chest and entered the door on
Excellent.
his left.
So you do a little dance at the boss's door and come back?
Still
Is that
no one was here.
The thing that you've been
Stanley
trying to do
needed
with the light
bucket's
bulb
warmth and comfort
thing,
now more
just
than
do
ever.
that.
Perhaps his
But
boss's office
at
was
the-
where he'd find out.
at
Come
the-
into a
at the
staircase.
double-
at the double
Stanley
doors.
and the bucket walked upstairs
Of the
to the
office, yeah.
boss's office.
do a little dance? Yeah, I don't think we've done this properly. I did it before with the achievement, because at the time we thought that's how we fixed it, but I don't...
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, dun,
Do
dun,
I
dun.
just...
That way. Dun, 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 dun. Open the door.
I just wanted to let it know I still love it.
Just keep going.
Just
keep
full-
going.
oh.
Just
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, because we did it because it opened up 416 because we couldn't get to it at the time.
I know that you've done a version of the escape pod ending.
Okay.
I've seen it. It's on stream.
Oh, right. Okay, I remember now.
Void.
Goodbye. Oh,
You are
good.
now leaving.
It's good to know that the exit to the building was right beside my office this whole time.
Time to go.
Sorry, how many fucking floors does this building have?
A lot. They did say it was a big building.
It is a big building. How many employees are here?
At least 427.
At least 430. No, at least 600. There's like 600 monitored in the monitor room.
There you go.
Things must be monitored with these monitors. I think you guys needed a thesaurus. Yes. I remember now.
dinosaurs.
What do you call a sick cake? Do you think he saw us? What do you call a sick cake? Sickosaurus Rex. Yay! I'm out of here. Where'd the narrator go?
Oh, he's gone. He's gone for this whole ending.
Oh! That's right. That's why I
Basically,
didn't
this
like
is-
this ending.
This is supposed to be you escaping from the narrator, essentially.
I like how dark it is. Oh!
You remember this?
Yeah.
But now there's things
I'm
happening.
out of here.
No, you are not.
Oh.
There's a reason you brought the bucket, Andrea.
The bucket's taken everything from me. Stanley, don't lovingly caress it. Don't! You're better than this.
Sad music time, Andrea.
Stanley.
We have had at least one, if not two, endings in which we are theoretically romantically involved with this bucket, so...
Stanley, you could do so much better. I know your options are limited here, but like... Hell, maybe not the broom, actually. The line? The museum lady? The narrator in select endings?
All these things and more. Congratulations.
Listen,
You've
people...
sent the bucket away.
Oh, like forever?
All of his co-workers were
I
gone.
think you might have to
What could it
reset a
mean?
couple times before you
Stanley
can
Ah,
decided to go to
beans.
the meeting room. Perhaps
I think
he
you
had
need to
simply
reset.
missed a memo.
once or twice to get it back. He'll get you another one eventually.
Okay. Can't even look at
Stanley had never
birds.
seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
God?
He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
A replacement bucket.
Oh, he put the stickers back and everything. Thanks.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Oh.
You've been made fun of. Okay, what's next?
What is next? Next is elevator.
Yay! It's time to do the elevator ending.
Stanley
Going
touched the bucket
left is
tightly
so
to
much
his chest
fun.
and entered the door on
Because
his
I'm
left.
left-handed.
What other options would be better than the bucket? The settings
Still no
person?
more
There's not
here.
real. Yeah, sure.
Stanley
sounds
needed the
great.
bucket's warmth.
There's not really
and
like a
comfort
whole
now
lot
more
of
than
room
ever.
closet.
Perhaps
Room
in
closet?
boss's office. Stanley, we must move
You've
on
got
from this room
options.
closet.
We've already
Simply
heard the
because I have
dialogue.
no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
The
to the
staircase?
boss's office.
As in the one we don't talk about?
Stepping into
Wait,
his
yeah, okay.
manager's
I
office,
just had a moment,
Stanley
it's
was
like, what
once
the
again
fuck?
stunned to discover
I
not an
mixed up my
indication of
elevators.
any human life.
What?
Crushed
I
by
mixed
the
up
weight
my
of this
elevators.
revelation,
I was like,
but
wait, no,
Stanley guessed
the
that
elevator's on the
door
other side of the
was
store. No,
locked.
it isn't. I
Was
mean,
it that the bucket knew
there's
all
a
along?
elevator.
Was the bucket guiding
Night
him?
Shark 115.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
You know, I don't understand why they put the other elevator in the game. But I'm not mad. It makes me smile. The bucket can talk, Duncan. The bucket can do the thing for us.
Night Shark 115. That's what it always sounds like.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3.
All
I
right.
want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Oh man, the bucket's judging us. The bucket always judges us. I guess I'll go push the number 3. Every time I walk back, I don't think this is where I am.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
You got a cap.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
See, the bucket isn't respecting our interests and hobbies.
Yeah, you do eventually go back in the elevator.
No. This is the game.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get any fun dialogue for
No, I
this.
don't think so.
Ah,
The key here isn't the number pad. The key here is going up and down the elevator
I
3
know.
times.
3. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Perhaps
Illuminati
the bucket had
confirmed.
missed something. Perhaps he
3,
had not seen
like
how much
the
joy
sides of
Stanley
a
got from slamming the number
triangle.
3 repeatedly.
Oh my god.
No, we're going back.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Oh no. I don't think there's anything.
I'm gonna do it.
I mean, there might be some dialogue.
I'm
but
gonna
I
do
don't-
it.
but I don't-
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. The whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Look at the floor.
Hey, the last time this happened, didn't we have a mental breakdown and then die?
Stanley and the bucket were so close.
No, last
They'd
time you
always
did
been
this,
there
you,
for one another. Why
went to a
suddenly
press
could the bucket
conference.
not
No,
connect
the
with
last
this
time the
passion of
bucket
Stanley's?
stopped being
The
nice.
question caused Stanley to ruminate
Nice.
the whole way down the elevator.
Yeah, sure.
He knew that there must be a way to get
And then we were
through
like,
to the
"Wait,
bucket,
this
to
isn't my
communicate fully
bucket?"
with his dear friend.
And then Stanley had a
Surely
heart
there was
attack
a
and died.
solution, mustn't there be?
Mariella backflipped all the way to work.
So dumb. Alright, Andrea.
That one was also an improvement. Sorry. That's 3.
Bucket makes everything better.
I don't know if it made the apartment ending better.
Said Stanley. I know what to do.
I think the apartment
I know
ending
how to
stayed
fully
the same.
express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference
this
where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Hell yeah.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it,
Oh, that's all the
developing
same.
and rehearsing it
Yeah, this,
until it
most of
couldn't
this
be
is the-
refined
there's
a
some stuff in the
single
back-
measure
in the
further.
Back room that's
When the big
different.
day arrived, Stanley was
Rookies, baby.
as prepared as he'd
Minecraft
ever
door.
been for anything in his life.
Yep, Minecraft door. Yep.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your coworkers. Oh man, no wife this time, no boss. Ugh. At least I still got the Adventureline golf course.
3 again. 3 again.
You know, I know the point of Stanley's model is that he's literally just a guy. But like that face is absolutely the face I would think of when I was just trying to think of a generic man. You know?
Generic man.
And then, humorously enough, when I try to picture his build in my mind's eye, I just picture your build exactly.
Wow.
I'm just saying your build is very average.
Fuck you. How about that?
I mean it in
There
a
was no
nice
one
way.
here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear
Oh.
Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved.
All
Uninteresting.
around me
He
are
was a failure.
familiar
And in that
faces.
moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them
We
grew
got a
more
fucking
and more
divorce.
distant. They spoke less and less.
Ah,
Neither
damn it!
wishing
I
to
knew
state
Duck
the
Duck had to get in
obvious.
here somewhere.
The sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference.
Maybe I can talk to the
There
narrator,
would
maybe
be
he'll
no
take me
more
back.
games, no more long conversations about
I need to
passion
tell you, bro,
and
you're
pursuit,
not even half.
only a
You're barely
silence
halfway through
that
these bucket
consumed
endings.
the space between friends.
We've already gotten a divorce.
Stanley,
Where else is there to go?
Having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy
Ah!
of loneliness.
I think it's probably been there the whole time.
Jump scare. Oh shit! I fucked it up. What's next? Confusion ending! Surely the bucket can't ruin this,
The
right?
line, it returns.
This was so fun last time.
Telephone.
Hello?
Not that one.
Hello?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting
It's
the
my
Future
wife.
Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
I did it.
Congratulations. I don't even know what. I guess that's like
Is
just a random
Stanley,
Easter egg.
without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No, surely not.
See, I don't like this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not correct.
I mean,
for
I
the
say
meeting
this
room,
as if
but
Stanley was
had
much
felt
of an
the bucket
individual to begin
calling
with.
to
He's
him,
not, that's the
telling him
point,
that
but...
the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, no, never mind. The
Yes,
bucket
no.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Down.
I'm excited.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm
He's talking to
glad
me
you
again.
found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Andrew, look.
We said there'd be no babies!
No, Andrew, look at your best friend.
You see, your friends
Which-
and I
which
are
one?
concerned
There's so
for you,
many.
Stanley.
The room closet.
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The
can't say-
bucket isn't even from the original Stanley
Fern,
Parable.
it's-
It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do
Yay!
it.
Okay,
Quick,
alright,
from the
alright,
room
alright.
closet.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, okay,
Make you feel fulfilled.
yes. Okay, so, quickfire, is this object a better shipping partner for Stanley than the bucket? Yes, yes, probably not. Yes, yes, don't do that. Yes.
This fucking like plants on a couch.
Whee! Look at that
Yes.
witty line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Yay!
Yeah.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Oh, gladly, I'll punt this fucking thing into the sun.
That was what she was maybe hoping for with the escape pod ending.
Whee!
See, there was a part of me that was gonna be like, maybe we should save the escape pod ending for last, so then it's like gone.
Whee!
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh, hell yeah!
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Stanley, put it down. Put it down! I can't put it down.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy
I'm
your
trying.
bucket.
I'm trying so
Destroying
hard.
buckets is all it knows. That is its singular
I also
personality
don't like
trait.
that I'm next
Sure,
to
I
these.
can hear you saying, how does a character with
Oh, I
only
hate
one
this.
personality
I don't wanna be
trait
here.
deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to
jeez.
crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is
I
getting
tried.
so now you'll have to hurry and
It's
feed it.
You really
scary.
wanted to
Back
do
to the
it.
classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn
Ah!
quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
I
Give the
tried
fans
so
what they
hard.
Want. Hurry
We
and
tried so
Oh, jeez.
hard and got so far, but in the end,
Oh.
the game is on rails. Well, this sure
Bucket
isn't it.
Destroyer. my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Goodbye. You were my only hope and you died. Oh.
Well, if I'm correct, the very last ending may actually solve your problem.
Yes!
So.
Yes!
Someone was following Stanley.
What?
He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them.
What?
It was only a matter of time.
Fucking boxes everywhere.
Yeah, I ordered these.
Sure did.
Alright, get over here.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he
Where are we at
decided,
now?
was
Oh,
for
yeah,
all of them.
Oh, the real person ending.
And then we go down the new content door.
Okay,
And then we
bucket.
run out of things to
Stanley
do.
clutched the bucket tightly to his
Then we
chest.
just
This
have
was not the
fun.
direct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
I mean,
him,
if we're really
telling him
pressed for
that the
time,
employee
hold that
lounge
thought.
was simply the place to be.
Sir. Sir! May I look at the first game, please? The first game, please? Sir! We'll have that as a back pocket. It's less than a gigabyte, you can do it. We'll just have that sorted stuff out. That'll probably bulk this out.
Chill, man.
Alright, Bucket.
And here it was.
It's your last
Had the
chance
bucket turned out to be correct? No.
to make a
never
bad
mind.
ending better.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go
I don't
back
remember.
to the
I don't
meeting
remember what
room.
this was supposed to do.
Well,
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
as in,
The
like, you don't
cargo
remember
lift.
what the
Good,
bucket
said
makes
the
it do,
bucket.
Oh, yes,
or...
I
Now
think
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something
I'll
up
take
there I
anything
need you
over the
to do.
narrator being sad and
Stanley
dejected
did
that
not
Stanley
question
is
why
dead.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It
Listen,
should have
every
alarmed
time
him,
he
of
gets
course,
sad, I
because
get
buckets
sad.
can't talk.
Which
But
you'd
Stanley
think
chose not to think
it'd
about
be a
this
good
obvious
thing
fact.
when he was sad.
He was firmly convinced
Because
that
something,
the bucket
something
had spoken
vindication?
to him, and he
Catharsis?
unthinkingly did
I don't know.
whatever the bucket asked.
You'd think it'd be what I want at the end of the day. But here we are.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Don't talk to me.
Now pick
No.
up the phone.
No.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders?
Yes.
Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously.
Oh.
Why did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it.
Mood.
But that isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's
Oh
sitting
boy,
right
we get to
here.
watch more
Let's check it
videos!
out.
Yay, videos. You are not real, Andrew.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political
Questions
enemies?
you can
And
also
more
ask about
importantly,
sex.
can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Questions you
Thankfully,
can...
the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half,
Girl, me
pausing
too.
only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is
My favorite
customary
part
to
was how the
inform your
bathroom
listener
disappeared.
that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
No.
So, I usually stay.
Good.
Oh,
This saying is a perfect
I'll put a pin
example
in
of
that.
expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
ooh,
Collecting hard data from your audience
Data.
on how rapt they were
Hard
throughout
data.
the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question
Three
reprinted
arms.
several times.
girl, me
Just
too.
to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do
Oh,
one
no.
for us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may
What
Earth
fucking part of
reign
no
supreme.
babies did you not understand?
So it makes sense to me.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So, with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay. Ow. So I was gonna say is, I usually do make an effort to be like, I'm done, that's it, that's the whole thing, whenever I finish with a funny haha or just a quick little anecdote. So it's like, maybe I will adopt I'm Donnie with the funny into my regular lexicon. Also, someone found a way to fall off this platform. Nothing
I can
happens.
feel it. This time,
You're
I'm
just
really
stuck.
going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I'm actually.
Wait, I
not-
forget how this works.
I think you're supposed to.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Into the void.
We're back at the phone already. No, what's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up
Jump
to this.
scare.
There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way
I think you're
it was
supposed to
meant
do left
and
and
it's
right.
all my fault. I must have
like-
forgotten
like-
the
like
phone
once
room
each,
comes
and then things
immediately
happen.
after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title
Aw.
of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think...
Don't bring me
I
with
think
you.
I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
I've died.
Here we go.
Oh, gee.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors,
So
they
should I go
entered the
through the
door
one
on
on
the
the
left.
Yeah, try the left one now.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh, jeez. Oh, I see how it is.
We're back.
You love the bucket so
back
much,
here.
it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
Obsession
Obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly
Sorry, Leroy.
That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Hard cut to the fucking unfunny.
Funny.
All right, through the new content
Stanley
door.
decided to go to the meeting room
Be
to
good.
check on his coworkers.
That'd be good, like
He never
button
functioned
to
well
have
by
during
himself
like a
and
like a
constantly
like a
needed
streamer
support
setup.
and guidance from others.
Just be like,
so the
just-
thought of total solitude
Just
was
isolate the narrator going,
terrifying.
funny.
At Ryan. Make it happen for me. Colon, close bracket.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today?
Not
Let's
much.
Find out.
I'm barely an hour into this, and we got a bunch of stuff to do. Well, we don't have a lot much.
We have 2 things to do, and then we have a demo. For fun.
Yeah.
Whee!
And the end.
Whee! Okay, we're just going here. I guess I couldn't do the skip button again even if I wanted to, which I don't. Because it makes me sad.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be.
Not supposed
the
to be in
original
the sequel
Stanley
content.
Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should
Supposed to be
live up to that
Deluxe.
legacy.
We're supposed to be in the
So
Ultra
forget
Deluxe.
this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
The player
Which is
cannot
why
obtain
I'm
ascending
very
with the
proud
buckets
to
since it's
announce
locked
for the
after
first
playing
time
a
ever,
set.
the Stanley Parable 2.
Huh?
It's supposed.
Ah!
It's supposed to be. Yeah, this is
Girl,
supposed.
help!
Yeah, this is supposed to be the end
you
of
see,
our
isn't this far
journey.
superior to a measly
Shh. Don't talk to me. Right now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh.
Now this,
We've
Stanley
done
thought to
the
himself,
because we've done the
this
epilogue, which should
is
have
a
reset
bucket.
this.
And indeed it was.
Do we have to do the epilogue again?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay. Whee! Let's go!
Going on a cool adventure, and we don't know what's in
Whee!
store.
What if I just ignore it? If I'm like, no. No. Fucking clothes. Alright, we'll just breeze through the epilogue. I'll go cry over a button, it's fine.
Epilogue.
Many, many years later. Actually, so
Epilogue.
speaking of the unfunny, because you were literally just talking about it, the person who made the review that directly led to that played Ultra Deluxe and went, huh, okay. So that happened. Which I must admit, if that happened to me, I would also feel at least a little awkward about the situation.
Yeah. It's this game that I thoroughly destroy with facts and logic. And then you go like, oh.
And then you accidentally spawn one of the most memed lines in the sequel.
Funny.
fire.
It's got the same sort of energy as what's it called? Oh fuck.
You can do it.
You know, John Mulaney. You know, not funny.
Not funny. Let's play those two clips side by side.
It's never the end, Andrea.
Apparently not.
Even when you think it's the end and the game has told you it's the end, it's still not the end.
Fireball. I'm gonna go run into the sun. I'm going.
The plot twist is that you've actually, every time you like the time changes, you move in a different direction, so you've just been running in a circle for like several days.
Oh, there's the memory zone. Hey, so
Oh, east? I thought you
meant west. That's... What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Go check it out, I guess. Wait, is that the escape pod?
Wait!
Wait. Is the bucket gonna be in there?
I'm gonna lose my shit. Hello? Now who the fuck said you were allowed to come back? Get over here.
Alright, well. I guess I'll take it.
I can't believe the escape pod landed in the narrator's brain. Hey, yeah, actually, hold on. What the fuck are the implications of the memory zone right now? Is he dead?
Who?
The narrator.
Yeah, I think the narrator's dead. I think the apocalypse happened.
But this isn't the real world. This is the narrator's memory.
Yes.
So, like...
Reality has a tendency to kind of bend and break in this game.
I had never noticed. Oh, this is a slide. Whee!
I don't know if you've noticed, but the narration kind of dictates what happens in this universe. And so when there's no narration, the universe implodes. We've seen it all. Not funny.
Not funny.
Left 4 Dead #2. Incroyable.
Yeah, Josh plays a lot of Left 4 Dead too. Is it this one?
Jim.
No.
No. Might have been that one.
Jim. Stanley.
Hooray! It's Stanley. Stanley.
Hey, I forgot how the... Oh, that's how the epilogue ends. That's right.
Hey, it's Stanley.
Coming down to my house, except he's not. He was supposed to show up here 5 years ago. I don't know what's taking him so long.
All the dinglings, Andrea.
The dinglings.
They're all going.
Whee! Maybe the secret was to beat the epilogue with the bucket. Oh, I was gonna be like, I never actually looked around here. There's nothing to look at, as it turns out. What's this sign say? Oh.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
I did enjoy the new content. I enjoyed all the content, because it was all new content. Because I've never played this game before. Hey, settings person, how are you doing?
He's like, what are you doing here?
Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to link. Oh, okay. Oh, are we gonna make the Stanley Parable 5? We're making the Stanley Parable 5. Alright, what's our new subtitle? Link.
It's absurd, I love it.
Apparently every time we talk to the settings person directly, I will just make gayer and gayer titles. Let's do it! Come on, man! You already fixed it. You already fixed it.
So we're gonna go into new content, and hopefully we'll get Ultra Deluxe and not the sequel.
I'm
'Cause we gotta
so
do-
ready. What is the current time?
It's time.
3
to
p.m.
die. Welcome to die.
I feel like I've adjusted that.
Stanley's big gun, unrelated to images on screen.
I mean, it's related to one image on the screen if you catch my meaning. I'm gonna go to hell. This playthrough alone will
This
make me
is the
go to
story.
hell.
We've already
Man
been
in
there, man. Been there, done that. Alright, now let's see if we can actually get this to work
All
properly
of
this
this
time.
Stanley
Maybe a
Parable.
fresh epilogue is
What
all
could
we
it
need.
mean?
Stanley
Stanley
Parable Ultra
decided to
Deluxe,
go to the
except it's
meeting
just
room.
me being a fucking
Finally,
menace the
yes.
entire time.
Bucket. Yes, yes, yes. I love that bucket.
Do you?
Mm,
Oh, wait. Let me out! I don't think we can get the new content ending.
that's annoying because it's supposed to be there according to the wiki.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. The expression endings are reset to this one. We'll still keep the new sequel content. Taking and new will appear to keep things the same once Stanley enters the first.
You see what I mean?
Huh. I don't know.
Bucket. I've already done that.
Game theory.
Game theory.
I
Thanks for watching.
think we just gotta accept our fate.
All right.
I'm
I
sorry,
guess it's not a
Duncan.
huge deal. Basically, all he does is go like, "Hey, you must have liked it if you brought the bucket with you." So, hooray!
You know
So
what,
I get-
Duncan? I'm
But I
glad
do
we
know that things happen in the sequel ending. So.
I'm glad we played through the epilogue anyway. The bucket came back to us, as much as I don't like that it came back to us. We got to talk about Stanley's big gun. Where would we be
You
without
see,
that?
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step
help.
even further.
Uh-oh.
Which
Help,
is
girl, help.
why I'm very proud to announce for the first
you
time
break something?
ever,
Narrator!
the Stanley
The lights!
Parable 2.
I thought something glitched. I really did.
This is
They, like-
what we get for trying
They
to
like
fuck.
clipped through the elevator or
Oh,
something.
no.
Period were
We
measly
lost
re-release with a few
Stanley's big
minor
gun.
additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable
Thanks for
2
giving me
is
more
going
plants
to
to
be.
touch.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all
Sure,
work
man.
itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Yay.
Here we are. Go on.
Is there
try
a
out some
certain
of the new
order I should do
features.
things in, or?
I don't know how many things were different.
Oh.
There are some different things, but not like a.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really
just
want?
Jim again?
And of
Might
course,
just be Jim.
the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized.
Damn it.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your
Oh man, I gotta
name,
become
whatever
Jim
name
again.
that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time
Should
let
I?
me finish first.
Whatever you want, man.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Jim.
See, if
You
you
make
only
choices.
played along, that would have been your name the button says.
This
but
is,
no.
this is the whole point of the game.
Instead,
It's telling you the value of
I
your
can't
choices.
even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button
Jim.
away.
Jim. 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 Jim.
My favorite part is how it just clips through the floor.
Indeed.
Oh, is the jump circle reset?
Maybe
Probably
I'll
not.
only let
It's
people
not
named
here also.
Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
What did it say? Continue quality with.
Just the right amount of change. The new updated ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the jump circle. Did they come back?
Calling it the
Do I get
Stanley
my
Parable
jumps?
2
Fuck.
is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra
The
Deluxe.
collectible.
What does it even mean?
Grr.
But the
That's
Stanley
new.
Parable 2. Now that's an artistic
Oh.
statement.
You've been
right
here
there.
already.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
The achievement. This isn't.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the
Yeah!
game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yay!
As you can
Oh, he's
see,
just an
the
untouched
machine is not
square.
working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God.
You're always being watched.
Composure?
Oh.
Composure.
He's not
Yes, as
okay.
you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic. What else? What other
Oh, my
exhibits
bad.
haven't we seen yet?
Oh, can I pick
Okay, I'll be
balloons
honest,
again?
I haven't yet decided on this one.
I can.
I think that in the new
I mean,
version, the
I
office
got
could
so
use a
attached
bit
to
of
Get Well
decoration,
Someday, though.
like balloons. But I'm
do you want,
undecided
though?
on Get
Whatever you
Well
like, man.
Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Spice it
You
up
know,
for those
sometimes when you
times we'll never
solicit
see The
another
Office
person's
again.
opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Yay, my original
Happy 12th
choice.
birthday, step-niece, it is.
Everything's different.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
What else is here? Settings World Champion! Where is it? I need more settings for my achievement. What the fuck?
The only thing that's certain is you need the bucket is the last thing to visit.
Okay. Well, let's see what else we have that we haven't visited again. The hole!
There's the hole. It might not be different, but, you know.
So, between videos, I watched part of Markiplier's Stanley Parable. He got very attached to the infinite hole.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big fan, was he?
Yeah.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm
Yeah!
really fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite
Whee!
hole. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video.
Stanley
You see?
Parable
Isn't
Deluxe,
it
except it's just me
wonderful?
giggling
One
like
of
a
my more
gremlin.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Which is like at
Now
least
then,
half the
since you've
runtime of
gotten
these
to
streams,
see
I think.
the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back
I don't
up
think
to
it'll
the
be
top,
different, though.
and we can great.
Yeah, it's probably
Now,
not
I'm
different.
very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
What else is there?
Not much.
Not much. There's just something about the slowly rotating, sad Stanley. It speaks to me deep in my soul. Like, me too, man. Stanley Parable
Yeah.
Alternate Deluxe, except it's Duncan giggling like a gremlin. It's significantly shorter. Office, yeah. Deluxe on the map? What? Oh wait, no, that's the end of the thing. And then it boots us out. Okay. I guess...
To the bucket, I guess.
Can I put it back and just undo everything
No,
I've
just
ever
go to
done?
the bucket.
I don't remember where it is.
He was literally just over there.
Oh.
There was a big sign that
Oh.
says bucket. Quite a large exhibit, in fact.
I just want to put it back. I need the bucket to understand that we need to get a divorce. There we go. Stanley, put it down.
Wait,
I really don't.
there are two buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With two buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear
Yeah?
me? Are you with me?
Oh!
Stanley! Oh, thank
It's
God.
gone.
I didn't lose you, Stanley.
The evil is
The power
destroyed.
of two buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you.
I don't have to file
but I
for
couldn't
divorce
take the
after all.
risk.
There you go.
And I get the
Andrea.
rights to the bucket's assets.
You can forgive me.
Congratulations. You're now bucketless. For as long as you please.
Now I can convince the narrator to take me back.
Closing time.
We could get remarried. Is that it?
I think that's everything.
I think we ended on a very appropriate note. I can't sit on this bench.
You're just crouching next to it.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go boot up the demo.
Yay.
I didn't know we had a button for that. Buy Stanley's big gun. I loved you while you were here. There's only one achievement for winning that 0.1% of people have. Oh, well.
It's freaking out.
Oh god. Oh god. Alright, what fucking...
There's never the
You
end.
good?
There's never the end. There's never the
Oop.
end.
Why
Oh,
do you look
not
like that?
Quite, not quite. It's a little bit.
It's a little bit old.
It's a little bit fucky.
There we go, that's...
This 4x3.
Welcome back to 2013.
I suppose you could have checked the options to see if there was a way to change the aspect
okay,
ratio,
hold on.
but you know, was an option. Video. No, normal 4x3. Oh, look at that widescreen. Hell yeah.
Oh.
There you go. Now just quickly make an adjustment.
Make it a little more unawkward.
There you go.
There we are.
There we go. We fixed it.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demo.
I love that it's like very obviously wrong. You just immediately was like, well, there's no way to fix this. Guess we're going 4x3.
Hold that thought. No.
Reverse mouse. Pilot controls. Let's go.
Oh god, Stanley Parable with pilot controls. Just give me some mouse sensitivity, please. Ooh, too much. This is such a good stream. Oh, and I guess...
Funny.
Is there a separate thing for the demo? Yes. I noticed that in the demo they took away the mystery aspect.
Oh.
Ah, there we are. Ooh, it's crunchy.
Sure is looking interesting.
It's also loud. Oh my god.
Yeah, very loud. Well, that's not going to change how loud it is to us.
Well, that's true, actually. I shouldn't have done that, probably.
Probably should have just changed the audio in the game.
Help! Oh god.
Options, audio, master volume. Wow, even in like 2000 and whatever, we had master volume sliders. Get on their level. Every video game company ever that doesn't fucking put master volume sliders.
Oh, I don't make clicking noises every time. Oh my god, it's so crispy.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration.
Thank you!
Your number is 28. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Okay.
Oh, you'll never know if I'm touching plants now. Oh, okay. Can I sit on this couch? I was really restricted in 2022. I don't know why. I think I'll get more freedom in 2013.
Coffee.
Ah, piss! Oh! Oh! Oh god.
Oh, he's got bad knees. He got a lot springier.
He did some stretches in the 10 years it's been.
So do you think that is anything bad will happen if you go before your number is up?
I don't know. Do we
It's
want to
probably
try?
one of those like choices matter kind of things.
I'm gonna wait. Oh god! This crouching feels icky.
He's got Stanley ages in reverse. he got some he has some arthritis to get through.
He went from 45 to 29. Also, I'm gonna put up the boop.
There you go. And it jumps to 35.
Oh.
It's coming up. Go, 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 go.
Hello? Famous demos.
It's the man.
He's here. I don't recognize any of these games.
Andrew, I mean, come on, that's Metal Gear.
Oh shit, it is.
It's like it's all the same. And that's, I think, Counter-Strike. Or not, I'm retarded. Half-Life.
Ah, what's that one?
I don't know.
What's that one?
Also don't know.
Oh. Hello?
Hey, Night Shark 115.
What?
You remember kind of like the vague aesthetic of this?
Oh,
the
yes.
It's like, yay.
Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable live demonstration. It will be my pleasure to guide you through this sneak peek at what to expect in the Stanley Parable. A tease, just enough to leave you hungry for more. How exciting. Can't you just feel that nervous tension?
No.
The looming uncertainty?
demo
Why
better
don't
not
we
be an hour
drink in
long,
the
otherwise we'll be in
anticipation
trouble.
for a moment, just for 20 minutes or so?
Okay.
Please, for just 20 minutes, don't move or act
Oh,
in any
jeez.
way. Simply remain motionless and let the thrill of demoing the Stanley Parable wash over you.
So, this is another one of those,
I'm not waiting for this
Oh,
one.
I get it. You're too anxious. You can barely hold still.
Damn
Well,
straight.
tell you what. I think we should walk off that nervous energy before getting the demo underway. Here, why don't I take you on a little tour of the facility and show you how we make a demonstration for a game like the Stanley Parable. This is where I and the other proctors have been working meticulously to construct a demo that explains clearly and concisely exactly what the Stanley Parable is, how it plays, and why you should spend real-world money on the main game.
Who's gonna tell them I only
Video
paid
game
33 cents for
demonstrations
it?
are tricky, and without the proper technology, you run the risk of the player having no idea what to
pay
expect in the full
$1.55 for that.
version.
Hello? I don't like the lack of haptics in 2013. Woo!
Ah, here is one such technology. These buttons are meant to convey the meaning of choice and the impact of the decisions you make. After all, choices carry tremendous meaning and consequence. Didn't you know that?
I've learned.
Go ahead. Why don't you try picking one of these buttons to press, and we'll see what your choice
Which one
says
you want,
about
though?
you.
Which one you want? Hey, help! Girl, help!
Is there a different interact button?
How fascinating. Did you know that 94%
get
of
my
all
click.
people who select that particular button are sexual predators?
Oh.
You see, our choices really do illuminate the very intangible nature of our minds and souls.
Help.
Pervert.
Being called out. Pervert.
Okay, what else can I show you then? This place is the buffalo of game design. Nothing is wasted.
Where do we want to go? Wall technology!
Now, I think you'll find this exciting. We've actually developed a wall that you can walk through.
Ooh.
Go ahead, give it a shot.
Yay!
Oh, guess it's still in development. Right, okay, moving along.
There you go.
How's the anticipation? Still feeling
I
it?
can't believe they just implemented the Stanley Parable demo into the actual version of Ultra Deluxe that we played. Final choice. Oh, no thank you. Motion booths. Woo.
Now, here's what we use to convey story. These booths convert text from a story into raw emotion. Go ahead, step into one of them and feel the sheer power
can I go
of
into
narrative
this one?
exposition.
Happiness. No, happiness is locked off.
Ah!
Despair and discovery.
He'll probably say rude things to me if I go
It
into
was
despair.
though, and within the shame he carried that ocean breeze did drift.
Come on,
The
man.
fierceness of the tides, the inevitable collapse of their
I'm in a
kingdoms,
boat.
washed ashore, bereft of shame, martyrs devoid of a cause, ripping
Yeah, how
and
come the subtitles
tearing
don't
at the
work for this?
eternal seams. A vessel without a captain, carrying itself like...
Do I even want to know?
Where did these cliffs go? These crags that we stood upon, they shielded us from our own ignorance, spoke coddling words and wrapped our vulnerabilities in a woolen cloth that so many times I tried to set aflame.
Wikipedia.
If I knew these comforts now,
Wikipedia
would their
is
fibers
despair.
be any more sensitive to the heat of my touch?
Confident-ish.
Perhaps it was the cold I desired
I like
most
one
of
of them is
all.
looking up.
That empress to whom my flesh was always invisible.
Can I experience better emotions, please?
Now, we have to save at least a few emotions for the full game.
It's a demo, Andrea.
I already got so many emotions from this crouch, let me tell you.
Oh, you went in both booths? Oh, how vulnerable of you. If at any point during the demo you need to cry, just let me know and we can take a minute.
What is this? Touch. Nothing. Isolation chant. Excuse me? Compliments! This is all I've ever wanted!
One of the most important parts of administering any demonstration is pumping up your ego and appealing to insecurities about your sense of self-worth. That's why we use this room to develop cheap compliments to shower on the player during the demo. Go ahead and press that button to see some of the superficial flattery we've been
Literally
cooking up.
anything I say might be nicer than things that were said to me in the full game.
My heavens, I've never met someone who can consume as much uranium in a single sitting as you can. Just look at you go. Of all the people I know who are playing this exact demo at this exact moment and standing in this exact room, your performance is easily in the top 5,000.
I'm glad.
Top 4,700 even. I won't go as far as 4,600.
Respectively.
You know what would be great?
What?
It'd be a great, like, just a great thing. Just have, like, a really big streamer get, like over 5,000 people playing the demo at the same time, and push this button at, like, the exact same time.
At RT Game. I don't know any other big streamers.
I don't even know if he's got that much pull. He might be able to pull it off.
He's got 3.8 right now.
But it'd just be like, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is embarrassing. I really can't think of anything else to say. No. You've really exhausted my list of compliments.
That's it?
Goodness. That was fast. Either you or this department has a lot of room for improvement.
Or both.
Okay then, what's next?
Something has occurred to me.
Yeah?
I don't know if I'm Stanley right now.
You might not be.
I've not been addressed as such. Demo status. Oh,
This
I'm glad.
device tells you whether or not you're inside a video
Hooray!
game demonstration. Somewhere around here, there's also a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration. Are you that eager for the demo to start? Don't worry, we're almost there.
Oh my god, we aren't even there. I guess it's time for the final choice. Question mark?
Yeah, I guess so.
That door do anything? Nope.
We are.
Now this room is perhaps the
I'm
most
so much
important
slower.
you'll encounter in the demo. This is where we determine whether or not the demo has been effective. No! What are you doing?
Really?
You can't make that decision yet. You haven't played the demo. We've put so much work into this demonstration. Wouldn't it be a shame if you rushed right into making a purchasing decision without savoring it first?
I already purchased
Let this one
it.
simmer. You'll have plenty of time to decide later.
If only this game was just technologically advanced enough to, like, detect that you have purchased.
A version of the Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
And there you have it. Everything you need to know about how video game demos are made.
Can you say you're proud of me?
However, it's still important that we address safety concerns.
Like that time I
Please
exploded?
closely observe the following possible negative side effects of playing the Stanley Parable. If you agree to be held
Okay,
100% responsible for any and all
being a
injury or
dick.
long-term damage, mental, physical, or
proud,
otherwise,
generally being a
that may
dick,
occur while playing the
cheating the
demo,
sun, becoming
please
the
do
sun.
not press the
Oh,
large
no.
red glowing
Eating
disagree
your
button at this time.
What?
Nothing? No
What?
objections? You're quite sure about that?
Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention to
Well,
anything.
all right then. In the event that you do experience one or all of the previously listed symptoms, let's establish a signal for you to convey to me that you wish the
My first
demonstration
girlfriend
to be
became the
terminated.
sun.
Please step into the dance perimeter.
That's rough, buddy.
Please perform a dance. Your dance has been recorded. In the event that you feel confused or disoriented by anything you see inside the demo, perform that dance and I will terminate the demo immediately. Right. All preparations have been made. It is time at last. Are you prepared for
Yeah!
the Stanley Parable?
Yay!
Oh wait, what are we doing
Welcome
here?
to
Did
the
we not?
Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 29. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Okay, I'm lost. Let's just get back to the green room and start the demo again. I must have done something wrong the first time.
Starts interrupting himself. Gotta wait for our turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know that no one is checking numbers, right? You can just go. You could do it right now, literally right this second. I don't know how no one ever figures this out. We could be back at the demo by this time. Are you enjoying this? Watching numbers tick down slowly? Well, please, don't let me stop you. If somehow you're associating the joy of this room with the joy of playing the Stanley Parable, then by all means, continue. The full version
are
of the
playing
Stanley
the demo.
Parable contains all the ecstasy you are now experiencing and so much more.
Is that true?
Listen, as long as you keep talking to me, I'm getting all the enjoyment I'll ever need. Where did you go?
There's only so much you can talk about when all you're doing is standing there watching a number tick down.
Hey, remember that time we were in the broom closet and he talked for 4 minutes straight? Remember that time we were in an elevator and he hummed for 4 minutes straight? That's something. That's anything. What number are we waiting for again?
29.
Okay.
It's
What if I
one
wait
more,
past?
it's one more than the last number that we were waiting for.
What if I wait longer?
And why?
Because it might be fucking funny.
I guess we could check to see if maybe
And we can move on now. The demo.
Okay, fine.
My goodness, this room really means something special to you, doesn't it? Is it a connection? A spark? Something between you and this room that runs deeper? Well, I have to say, I'm really quite moved. You know what? Go ahead. Take your time. I'll wait.
he's a lot more understanding and patient in the demo. He becomes a lot snootier and
Maybe
more
it's because
aggressive
I'm
in
not
full game.
Stanley.
Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable Demo Take 2. Finding the demo, learning exactly what the Stanley Parable is. Here it comes.
Yay! Oh my god. Here it is.
Oh, wait, what's this?
8. 8.
Wait. This is all wrong. This isn't the Stanley
8.
Parable. This is a game where you press a
8.
button and it says 8. Not only is the Stanley Parable not a game about
8.
continuously pressing the number 8, I can guarantee
8.
that this button does not appear
8.
anywhere in the main game.
8.
Why is it here instead of the demo for the Stanley
8.
Parable? Where did the demo go? There was an actual demo here before. Something has gone wrong. It's all gone horribly wrong. We need to get you out of here before you start forming
8.
impressions of the Stanley Parable
8.
based on whatever the hell this 8 game is.
8.
We need to get out. We need to start over. You mustn't
8.
stay here another
8.
minute. Out, out, out. Go, go,
8.
go.
8. 8.
Oh, it's got surround sound.
8.
Now, I think perhaps you've misunderstood me, so let me
8.
reiterate as clearly as I can.
8.
This is not the
8.
Stanley Parable. What you are doing is pushing a button over and over that does nothing but speak the word 8. Has that
8.
gotten through? You may be continuing to press this button
8.
under the impression you're playing the Stanley Parable
8.
right now. An assumption that is, I should remind you again,
8.
entirely erroneous.
8.
Genius.
Did you get the broom closet ending?
8.
8.
8. 8.
Doesn't even make sense. Why would I have gone to all of this elaborate setup
I'm stuck.
just to demonstrate a game that doesn't
8.
do a single thing except repeat
8.
the word 8? The waiting
8.
room, the green room, the tour of the facility, all of that for no reason other than to contextualize and build up this particular game. Why?
8.
What about this game deserves any of that time and attention? Are you seeing something in it that I'm not?
8.
Yes.
8.
We are.
Broom closet ending was my favorite. I
8.
hope your friends find this concerning.
8. 8.
Okay, here's the deal. It isn't possible that you still think this is the Stanley Parable. I've restated the fact too many times, which means that you are now consciously choosing to delay the actual demo as long as possible. Is that it? Are you afraid of the Stanley Parable? I
Occasionally.
suppose another possibility is that you can't hear me because you're playing with the sound off.
8.
In which case, what are you even getting out of this 8 game in
8.
the first place? This scenario
8.
is perhaps even more concerning.
8. 8.
That is kind of like fucked up to think about, like.
Playing the Stanley Parable with no sound.
8.
Yeah.
No
And
captions.
And no subtitles.
8.
You really are finding
And
this
imagine like
amusing,
getting to
aren't
this
you?
point in the
The
dialogue.
experience of pushing a button and it says 8. Is this intrinsically captivating to you on its own as a legitimate experience? I mean, I'm starting to wrap my head around the idea, but it's not all the way there. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. This is coming from the person who sat in the waiting room when the
8.
door was open right there. If you're the kind of person this demo is targeting, I guess I should be a little concerned for our sales numbers.
8.
He's calling me out
8.
for being patient.
8. 8.
The funny thing is, you haven't even played the Stanley
You
Parable
don't
yet.
know that.
How can you be sure that this is a better game?
8.
Is this simply more compelling than you imagine the Stanley Parable to be?
8.
Have you formed such a rich vision of the game already?
8.
What exactly did I do that gave you such a miserable, awful impression of what it's like to play the Stanley Parable? Was it the
8.
dance? Yes, it was almost certainly the dance.
8.
I regret that now.
I don't know. That one
8.
time I fell down the stairs, maybe?
8.
Sorry, those 5 times I
8.
fell down the stairs, maybe?
8.
Well, the good part is that if this is your metric for quality in a game, when we do get to the Stanley Parable, you'll be thrilled, shocked, blown away. Every one of your faculties will be enraptured by the experience of a game that does anything more than say 8 over and over. Yes, I can't wait for your entire world to be shattered and rebuilt. A magical
8.
moment we'll all share together.
8. 8. 8.
It
I'm
does,
not going to
you
pretend
know,
I don't know what's
It
going
does
on
do
here.
a good job of like
You're so utterly
explaining what the
compelled
Stanley
by this
Parable
game
will
that you don't
be.
intend
Yeah.
to stop playing it until
You know,
you
it's
pass
like,
out from physical
presents you with
exhaustion. Well,
with
tell
the
you what,
waiting room and the
I'll just
opportunity
be
to do the
right
same
here
thing
and wait
two
for
different
you
ways
to
to see if you get a
finish.
different response.
I'm
which
sure
is
the Stanley
entirely what
Parable demo will still
Stanley
be
Parable
out
is
there
all
somewhere
about.
when you're all
And occasionally you
done.
get to spend
In
time
the
just doing
meantime,
something completely
I'm going to
mundane
stop
and silly
acknowledging
just to
you
see
and just
What
let you
happens.
get it out of your
To see what
system.
will happen.
Please enjoy the 8 game. Take as much time as you need.
Okay, I'm done.
So there is.
Oh, you're done.
you know, it's a good
well,
demo.
in that
Yeah.
case, what do you say we get back to business and start this demo over from the top?
Yay! Where do I go? Hello? I'm not here.
Just go to the waiting
Hi.
room, I guess.
Yay, I get to wait! See? This is what I'm talking about. The bucket endings didn't have this. Not beans.
No,
My
you've
number's
been here
never gonna come up.
You've been here a while.
Welcome to the
Yes,
Stanley
yes, yes. We had it all the first
Yay.
time.
Your number
No
is 30.
subtitle needed. for
When
that.
your number is
Yay.
displayed, please enter the demonstration
I
room.
think you're supposed to.
Thank you,
Oh.
and have a pleasant demonstration.
Okay, now let's take a minute to get something straight here. When you sit down to play this demo, you are assuming an amount of responsibility for its outcome. Now, I can't say for certain whether you caused us to encounter the 8 game rather than the Stanley Parable, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you had something to do with it. At this time, please take a minute to think about all of the mistakes you've made in playing this demonstration, as well as your lack of respect for demo taking in general.
The girl did.
Wonderful. I could really feel the introspection on my
Oh,
end.
shit, was I supposed to
Now
be
that we're
introspective?
all
I
on the
just did a
same
little
page
dance.
again, I feel ready to attempt the demonstration
That's
once
the,
more.
that's-
In
that's
this
the
third
parrot
attempt,
method
we shall
to,
truly come to understand the meaning
introspection.
of the Stanley Parable. Let the demonstration begin.
I'm having so much fun. Not again! I can help, I'm scared. Ah!
What? No, it can't be over yet. You didn't see anything. Everything that was supposed to demonstrate why the Stanley Parable is a quality experience worth your time and money. It was here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Oh, no. We have to get out of here. We have to find something for you to do, anything. The demo cannot end like this.
Oh,
Now, hurry, this way.
Okay.
Okay, yes. This is new. This is different. Surely there must be a game somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, how about this cup? Yes, go pick up the cup.
I can do that?
Can you?
All right, now put it,
I can't do
in
this in
the
the
bin.
I can't do this in the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, they removed this feature.
You did it! You won!
I did
You know
it.
what you get for winning? An achievement. Wow.
Yeah!
The Stanley Parable just keeps getting
Did
better
it.
and better. In fact,
How does
let me
someone
take a
have
little
this
survey of
achievement?
your experience. Based on what you've played so
don't
far,
know.
would you purchase the Stanley
I already
Parable?
did, champ. I would.
You responded
What a clear and straightforward demonstration of the merits of the Stanley Parable. I am convinced of the quality of the full
I'd
game.
buy it a second time.
Incredible.
On full
You
price.
really do get it. You understand. Oh, I was so worried. I just wanted you to know what I see in the Stanley Parable. What I think makes
Subtitles
it
broke again.
special. It's so very
pick up that crap out
difficult
of
to
the
put
garbage?
into words.
Oh.
Oh, we're all beyond that now, aren't we? Come along. Let's get to
Where are
the
we
end and the
going?
final choice.
Yay!
Ending, where are you? Where are you?
Oh.
Is this it? Yes, the
Yay!
end. Now, this is where we want the demo to be over. And I think it's time for you to log your final decision as to whether or not the Stanley Parable is any good. And it all comes to this. Please consider very
walk around
carefully
it all?
before answering. Much
Can't go
is at
anywhere
stake.
with this, yeah. Just thought I'd check.
You have a very heavy footfall. This is me. Yes. I can't.
Is it working? Are you sure? You sure you pressed the button?
Ah!
What? No, we finished the demo. Did it start again?
Hello?
Hello? Is anyone there? They already finished. They said they liked it. I need someone to stop the demo. Hello? We need to go back. We need to get out of here.
Oh boy.
It's just like the game, for real.
There you go.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh no, what's going on? Where is everyone? Okay, over to the left, down this way.
Ah, emergency exit. That's what this door was. Ooh, it's Cher. My wife!
Oh, nice and quiet. Finally. Well, I suppose we can both agree that I failed, haven't I?
Oh.
My job was to be a teacher, and I so badly wanted to teach you exactly what the Stanley Parable is supposed to be, but somehow I couldn't. Well, at any rate, I don't know if I care for the Stanley Parable anymore. Do you think any of this is actually in the main game?
No.
Oh.
Honestly, I doubt it. What would that even look like? No, I think I've had enough of it. No more doors, no more demonstrations, no more endings.
Yeah.
Far more too many bloody endings. I'm sick of them. How can one game end so many times? It doesn't make sense.
The end is never.
Oh, but
The
back
end
at
is
the
never the end is
beginning of
never
the
the end is never the
demonstration, now, that was lovely. No concerns about where it was all going. No confusion. Just a blank slate. Yes, that's what I want. A game of beginnings. Hey, do you remember, just a few minutes ago, when we met for the first time?
Yeah.
And I showed you the technology used to make the demo, because I thought there actually was a demo. Oh, we were so naive back then.
we're back
How
here.
little we knew of the world. And then when we ended up back in the waiting room, even though you'd already done that before, yes, it's all so fresh in my memory. They were such wonderful moments. Oh, and then when we played the game with the cup and you won, and then we kept wandering and we ended up in a stairwell somewhere, and we just kept climbing and climbing, flight after flight
this
after
isn't the
flight.
main game.
I thought they would never end. And
also
then
don't
we were on
remember this
some
happening.
kind of catwalk. I didn't have any idea what was down there.
Where are
Did
we?
you? And we just kept going, and we found that elevator, and it said escape on it. And we talked about it for a while, about how we couldn't possibly know whether this was really an escape, but that it seemed worth a try, and at the very least it would be an adventure. So we got inside, and we rode the elevator up and up and up. We had some sense that the end was coming, but we couldn't possibly know when. And then after so long, it finally stopped, and we stepped out into the lush outdoors, the trees, the wildlife, the sun rising on a new and glorious path.
I feel like that's not
Freedom.
gonna happen.
We were free. There was nothing to think, nothing to know. Simply us being right there in that moment. Wasn't it so beautiful?
Was it?
It was.
Remember
Wasn't
that?
that
I
Remember all
do.
that?
Remember that
So
fucking joke I made back in
singularly,
a text too? When I was like, no,
piercingly
Stanley and the
beautiful.
narrator are married. Me and the narrator are married. This
We were
confirms. Oop. Ding dong. Oh.
Hey.
Hi.
427.
I've become Stanley. Hello?
And then you ended up in the main game.
That was fun. Out now. Yeah? I don't think they expected people to play the demo 10 years later.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Hold on, when did this Stanley Parable actually come out? I've deluded myself into thinking that it came out April 27th. That's when Ultra Deluxe came out. Welcome to staring at a black screen. That's all you get.
You won, Andrea. You played a video game.
See, how do only 0.1% of players have this?
It's possible that a lot of people may have downloaded the full game but just never bothered to go back to the demo.
I'm gonna put that in my showcase. What was I here to— Right!
Stas.
The stats. It came out in like October, I think. October. Hey!
Right around near your birthday.
Can't wait. I can't wait for us to celebrate my birthday by just playing Ultra Deluxe again. It'll be great. It'll be a hell of a lot better than what we did for my birthday last year.
What did we do?
We played the Coraline Wii game.
Oh yeah, that thing. Oh, good times.
Anyway,
good times.
I guess this is the point where we end the stream.
Yeah, it is.
Look,
Right about then.
my 21st birthday stream, and it's just us getting the art ending. Can we pencil that in?
With a very faded pencil.
All right, tune in
You know
half
how-
a
you know,
year.
it's like the lead in the pencil broke, and we don't have a sharpener, so what we have to do is we gotta take the darkened piece of lead between our fingers and pinch it and just kind of very shittily scribble in a vague semblance of what we wanted to do.
Dear people who are watching the stream, all three of you, tune in half a year from now when we get the art ending.
The game audio will be disabled for this stream. I will not.
I think we can just turn off the sound effects.
Indeed.
Cause here's the thing, I feel like having the narrator muted defeats part of the point.
Yes.
So I feel like a not insignificant chunk of the appeal is having the god voice talk to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Everyone have a good night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.